All right, I want to take a quick second here and talk about the homework that's due this weekend. It's Friday morning. What time is it? Almost 11 o'clock. I won in tennis. I'm feeling good about myself. But the homework question about conservative versus liberal, especially when you're looking at economic policy. I'll have a link to this article, but here in today's Times is Paul Krugman. He's a columnist for the Times, a Nobel Prize winning economist, and very much a liberal. He's looking back at the Asian financial crisis in 97, 98, and looking at the lessons we did not learn. Because basically he's saying here, after this crisis, we didn't reform the financial industry. On the contrary, deregulation went full speed ahead. Because he blames this crisis in 97, 98 to mark flaws in the market that need to be regulated by government. And we did not do that, but on the contrary, we started to deregulate the financial markets more, let the private sector decide how to finance and how banks should operate. Made those rules a lot looser. And he explains why the crisis happened. Of course, he blames it on the private industry. Here he says, in both cases, the origins of the crises lay in excess private sector optimism, with huge inflows of foreign lending going mainly to the private sector. So he's blaming this crisis on the markets that have flaws. And then if you leave the private sector to itself, a lot of times, especially in finance, they will do excess trouble. Should be a better term of that. But read the article, it's an interesting one. And again, you can always just Google Paul Krugman, the word stimulus, because he's a big fan of government stimulation to get out of this current recession that we're in. So look on the other side, we could look at a conservative think tank, the Heritage Foundation. And they have a lot of conservative viewpoints. And here I'll look at one of the articles they have up today here, how to basically cut government spending, how to save $42 billion by eliminating bad government. So again, they want to eliminate government, less government regulation. And then down below they have a whole list of programs, governmental policy that we could just get rid of and save a lot of money, right? In energy frontier centers, agriculture, foreign agriculture service, transportation. There's a lot of money being spent, they say, is a waste. So if you look at some of these articles of the Heritage Foundation, they will always take a conservative point of view. And another one is the Cato Institute. We'll take a look at them today. They're always, again, looking for a private sector, ways to get out of, to grow an economy. Here, they have a nice article about the Obama administration trying to control the price of colleges. Here, what is the problem of college tuition going up and up? And basically what the Cato Institute says, it's right here. Why is colleges cost so much? Because the federal government has given too much aid to students. And if students get too much aid, get a lot of aid, colleges then will raise their prices. It's a very interesting article blaming government for the problem. So you can see two specific points of view, right? You look at Krugman, or you could also look at Joel Stiglitz as another liberal economist, and compare them to someone like Paul Ryan also. But take a look at these things. I'll have the links for them. And any questions, just send me an email.